to talk about the actress Gina Corano, who is an MMA fighter, and she also starred in the big hit series Star Wars The Mandalorian. So of course that's Disney Plus, that's Lucasfilm. So she apparently has been sacked from Disney and Lucasfilm, of course, but she's also been sacked from her casting agency. So her casting agent has let her go, from what it seems on the internet anyways. And there is hashtags going around, hashtag cancel Disney Plus, which is just so beyond out there. If we were going to do hashtag cancel Disney Plus, then there's a lot of things that many celebrities have said that would cancel that, so that's just really too far out there. And then hashtag fire Gina Corano. Now I want to call this straight down the middle, because I do feel that what she posted recently was just silly, and she just shouldn't have said it at all, and she just pushed it a bit too far. Just basically on social media comparing being a Republican today is like being Jewish during the Holocaust. Things like that, talking about the Holocaust and things like that. And then she had also reposted a post, I think it was on her Instagram account, and she was talking about Nazis. And just no, Gina Carano, what were you thinking, girl? Like, even forget that she's a public figure for a second. Forget that she was under Disney and Lucasfilm. Okay, big, massive conglomerate company. Common sense would dictate to anybody with brain cells that talking about Nazis and talking about the Holocaust is just, you should not be doing that. Even if you're not a public figure, you should know that that's a silly thing to talk about as in a big public website such as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You know what I mean. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel people have the right to have their own opinions, and they should be able to say whatever they want and do whatever they want, and blah blah blah. But at the same time, I think we should think before we post things publicly. But even more so, she is in the public eye, and I think that it was a silly thing for her to have posted. I mean, I personally would know there's certain things that I just should not tweet, and it's okay to have your opinion, and it's okay to talk to other people about certain things, but to me, talking about the Holocaust and talking about Nazis was just pushing it over the line, guys. I'm sorry. So I'm calling it down the middle. Yes, it's sad that she's been fired, and it's sad that, how's that going to work for the show The Mandalorian? Are they going to just kill off her character? What way is that going to work? We're not going to know that until season 3 comes out. Yes, it's sad, but at the same time, what I will say is I'm calling it down the middle, because things like James Gunn, just for one example, let's have a refresh course on that. James Gunn posted the most vile, disgusting tweets. Okay, he did Guardians of the Galaxy. He was fired, and then he was rehired by the same firm that sacked Gina Carano, Disney. Disney rehired him for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Even though he was sacked, they rehired him. Now, I will remind you, it is disgusting, it is vile, it turns my stomach. I wouldn't even be able to repeat the things that he wrote. He wrote to some guy saying that his 3-year-old son should go and do something to, it was either R2-D2 or C-3PO. It was disgusting. I think you get the gist. Then he also posted something about young boys, and I'm not even going to go there. But it was a whole array of tweets. It wasn't just one or two tweets, guys. Oh no, hectic freaking well, no. Loads of tweets that he had posted. I do not condone his tweets in any way, shape or form. I think his work is fantastic, what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy. Don't get me wrong. I think he's going to do a good job on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. However, I think it's unfair because, if you're going to be sacking Gina Carano for things that she said, even though I don't agree, that the fact that she stupidly posted it, she should have just shut up and said nothing. It's not about having your own opinion. It's knowing where to draw the line. That's what I'm trying to say. This is where I'm trying to go with this. And I just feel it's a bit silly. But and as well, a while back, it kind of started where people were trying to force her to put pronouns and stuff like that in her Twitter, description about section. And, I think that that's wrong, because you should not have to be forced to write anything in your Twitter description or your Instagram description. That's like going into a store and telling someone they're not allowed to paint their living room purple. They have to paint it orange. well, why? Says who? You know, if you want to put certain pronouns in your profile, you go ahead and you do that on your own Twitter profile. Don't force Gina Corano. So I'm with her on that one. And she then put in her Twitter description instead, beep bop boop, as in, you know, R2D2. I thought that was funny because that was her way of saying, look, no one's going to control me. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I agree with her on that one. And then apparently everybody was calling her transphobic and, you know, saying she was against transgenders and things like that. And she's like, no, I'm not. The reason why I done that was to let people see that, you know, I shouldn't have to be forced to put pronouns in my Twitter in the description. So I'm with her on that. But, you know, the things that have been coming up lately, like the whole Nazi thing, the post that she put up about Nazis, and then talking about the Holocaust, I do believe that that is going just too far, guys. It is. And I mean, I don't know what way this is going to go for the Mandalorian. What are they going to do with her character? Are they going to kill her character off? Are they just going to like just, you know, put something in there to say where she went or something and she had to go and do something else, or what way is that going to work? I don't know. But I mean, even Pablo Hidalgo, he, look at the things that he says to fans, horrible vile things that he has done. You know what I mean? So, but at the same time, there's people on YouTube saying, oh, this is so unfair and oh my gosh. But you have to think of it like this, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to be, just common sense would tell you, I could go into work some morning and be late, be 25 minutes late, and then the next day be 30 minutes late, and I could get sacked, okay? I could get sacked. However, someone could come in late for a full week, an hour late, and not get sacked. That is life. That, I'm sorry, life sucks sometimes, and that's just the way it works. You know what I mean? I could go into a shop and get shouted at for doing something, and then 10 other people could come in behind me and do the exact same thing, and they get talked away to and smiled to and nothing happens. That is life. That is how the world works. That's how the cookie literally crumbles. So what I'm trying to say is I think the way people are going all crazy about it is so unfair and bloody blah. Yes, okay, it's sad. I like her. I like her in The Mandalorian. But, you know, sometimes you can push too far. And yes, okay, people might be like, but what about James Gunn and what about this and what about that? Yes, it's unfair. But there's a lot of things that's unfair in life. It sucks. That's just the way it is. So it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? That's life. But yes, there's things that she might say I agree with. Yes, there may be things that I may disagree with. Again, that is life. So I'm calling it right down the middle, and I'm saying she shouldn't have said what she said. But is it right that she's getting sacked when other people are getting sacked and then rehired for saying them even worse? Like what James Gunn said was even worse. Disgusting about young children. Absolute, and a 3-year-old boy. Disgusting. Absolutely vile. But that's just the way the world works. It's the same thing. Disney might sack this person. Disney might sack that person. I could go in late to work one day, get sacked. Someone could go in late to work for a full 2 weeks and never get sacked. And I could be working harder than them. That is just life. So that is all I have to say on the situation. Sorry guys, but that's my honest opinion. I'm calling it down the middle. Gina Carano should have just shut her mouth and said nothing. I think talking about the Holocaust, talking about Nazis, too far, Gina Corano, I'm sorry. So yeah, that is my opinion, and let me all know all your thoughts and comments down below, guys. I know this is a controversial topic. It's not really something I would normally do on my channel, but I thought I would come on and talk about it because, you know, I do Star Wars on my channel, and so many people had asked me to do this, and I know a lot of people wanted to hear my opinion. So let me know all your comments and thoughts and opinions. Do you think that it's fair that she got sacked? What do you think is going to happen now with her character in The Mandalorian? Let me know, and I will speak to you soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.